I do appreciate all the extra, are you guys ready? How about you guys? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? But it's good. It's good to do that.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely good.
There they go.
And they're
Clean
off.
start.
All right, they both seem to have been immediately getting supplies here.
First arrow across from Bacon, though.
Now,
No one hit.
I believe there's only 3 stacks of arrows in these first 3 chests. So it is possible to lose them really early on and be at a disadvantage at this bridge.
Waltz was mid jump up to the dirt blocked across that wooden barrier there, was shot in the air, knocked right off the side of the world.
All right, it looks like MineBlown is going to be able to get right on building their bridge then. And one of MineBlown is heading down under the pond.
Another one seems to be gathering blocks heading down to the lava. I don't know if they're trying to release water to obsidianize the lava. Or may have some other plan.
They might. So this map here is called Peaceful Paradise. Ah, there's
Fight
tons
for
of
fleece.
arrows and swords down here. Yep, Fight for Fleece, Peaceful Paradise. And the first dungeon is right here under the broken bridge area with the lava.
Right
have
now,
to
they're
dig down
duking
from
it out
this
below
side
the
here.
pond, it looks like.
Yeah, beneath the pond only leads to the goodies down below, as far as I know.
Yeah, the first wall is directly beneath the lava layer. Now, it doesn't look like they're going to use the water technique we mentioned before because they did place torches there, which would be destroyed. Or, well, flooded out. Tom's is slowly progressing down to the lava layer itself.
Looks like we've had a few deaths here. MineBlown seems to be still surviving and making their way down to the goodies here.
And Bacon seems to be slowly making a wooden bridge. But of course, they're coming under heavy fire from MineBlown.
Oh, lava bath. So far, I've seen Waltz the Plank take a void and then the lava. So that's no fun. Farty Party was shot by a big bad wolf. I don't know. I felt the need to actually say that out loud.
Big Bad Wolf is wearing diamond pants. Or is that part of his skin?
Oh, no, not again. Oh, he just got back to the bridge building, immediately shot back off.
Yeah, they may want to put up a back railing to prevent shot-offs like that, because even though it is too high, that jump shot can still hit people on the head. But again, I believe there were only 3 stacks of arrows, so it is possible to exhaust your arrow supply before getting more supplies.
Hey, Co, my stream is saying that your stream still says Modern Warfare on it. Just give me a heads up.
Good old Twitch TV. Gotta hit broadcast like 50 times and then eventually it'll change.
Oh, looks like the other team, MineBlown, is building a wooden ledge down below, but it's already on fire.
And MineBlown has
He's trapped.
started to search for by the bridge.
It was a good idea. I don't think it's going to last, though.
Yeah, building a wooden bridge around lava is really rather strange idea. Not sure where who's going with that.
It is a good distraction, though, because they have been able to branch out a little bit further now, once they got their people back up top.
I'm trying to see if there's any sort of logic to this, like they wanted to have the lava flow a particular way.
I'm pretty sure that didn't have anything to do with distracting anything. I think it was just...
MineBlown is the first to make it across the gap and immediately got creepered. There are spawners underneath of the dirt here, so it is very dangerous under these trees. And Tom's
Another
about to get
creeper
creepered
coming
as
on
well. Ooh, caught in the hole. And this is running on 1.2.4, so we do have smart mobs compared to the 1.1 series of Minecraft.
And we have plugins that allow us commentators to be invisible and not activate spawners and not pick up items and all kinds of cool stuff like that now.
Oh, really?
We've had that before, but it's a lot more advanced now than it was.
Cool, so we don't activate spawners anymore? That's nice.
We do activate blaze spawners, which means we're gonna want to hang back away from Dungeon 1 a bit, or hang around it evenly on both sides.
Well, it looks like Bacon has completed a bridge, but I still see actually all 4 team members are pretty much on the other side of it, except for one who just ran across.
Tom's has made it through the forest into the enchanting area. And is currently stealing some potions. I'm not actually sure what kind of potions those were. He's getting followed by a creeper. I think they're fire resistance potions. Ooh. Creeper blew up right next to him. He's proceeding back and is lighting up the forest.
Alright, seems like they're going to try to make their way down to the goodies here between the 2 dungeons. As you can see, this is an area full of iron and coal, gold, and diamonds.
And by that you mean Team Bacon.
I do, I mean Team Bacon. Let's have a look and see what the goodies are down here. Not bad. So it's definitely worth making your way down in here if you can survive.
Wondering if they're going to try to TNT the other team's diamond. Not seen anyone go for that yet.
Looks like Farty Party is going to try playing with this cannon here. Yep, he's loading it with TNT. And it looks like that cannon would be used to blow up the diamond. And it does. So nice shot by Farty Party there.
Yeah.
Tristan from MineBlown is shooting at Waltz on their way down to the little goodie area. Both
And
Waltz
Waltz
and
is
France.
dead.
Yeah. Frant may not be far behind. He's being accosted by spiders now.
It looks like Waltz has to deal with a skeleton down in their Victory Monument area right now. So far, he's been lucky and not been hit. Oh, except for just now. I jinxed him.
It looks like Frant will be able to make it to the diamond down here. I assume that is their goal. Is there a chest? There's a chest down here, and it contains an enchanted diamond sword, 24 iron bars, 10 golden apples, and 2 stacks of torches. And yeah, T-Toms is down there as well. Is made and put on a suit of iron armor and is collecting diamonds. As far as resource collection, they seem to be just about even.
Now, unfortunately, Bacon didn't do any lighting up of their pond area on the way out here, so they're going to get a lot of mob spawns.
Nor did they do much lighting up of their way down to their diamond that they were at, but then what is his name? Frant died due to mob interference.
It seems kind of sporadic the whole way around for both teams, actually.
I don't know.
Yeah.
T-Toms is returning with possibly enough diamond to make more than 1 suit of armor. And he's made himself a diamond. No, he has the enchanted diamond sword.
Nice.
Sorry, I was referring to lighting up the map.
Ah. I don't know. The MineBlown did a good job on their forest, too.
not elsewhere, is my point. Now, it doesn't look like either team is making any kind of a go at the first dungeon. In fact, it's questionable as to whether either team knows that there's a dungeon down there. I don't see any digging down or any effort being made in going towards the first wall.
Well, because it's full of blazes, they may be waiting for better supplies, like fire resistance potions.
That they may.
Because they are provided in this map further up.
I am watching Tetons make good progress as he's making his way back up with his load of diamonds. He might have gotten himself a little turnaround, though. Tetons of the MineBlown team.
It looks like MineBlown has managed to get things lit up enough in their forest where they can pretty much safely go from end to end. Although there are spawners, so there's still some likelihood that they will run into some mobs in here, even with it lit up, I think.
Looks like Big Bad Wolf is going for these 6 diamond blocks, meaning that MineBlown will have a significant resource advantage now because they'll have enough to make as much diamond as they need for the whole match.
Or maybe he isn't.
Actually,
he just got rid of the TNT.
He may not have an iron pick. Maybe making one right now. That'd be my suspicion.
Yeah, I saw him pop on a crafting table in there.
Now he's claiming the diamond blocks.
Looks like they had creeper problems in the enchanting and brewing station over here. There's a lot of potions on the ground, but let's see who that was. It was Firefox23. Didn't take the time to pick them up. Let's see if Frant will. And he does.
Though we do have Tristan in this really tall tower shooting at them. That's Tristan from MineBlown shooting at Team Bacon. Might want to get a little lower, Dire Dwarf.
Yeah.
Frant is frantically running away.
It's
Yes,
like
he is coming
a
under
duck
fire
in a gallery.
from... Oh, that was a nice shot.
I think he was trying to stow some stuff away inside the chest before he was killed.
Let's see if he managed to do... No, doesn't look like it. I see what... Those are fire explosions are the yellow ones, and I believe those are insta-heals. Those are red. Are those regions or blue? Or not blue. My colors don't work. I think regen is that pinkish color. Ooh, Big Bad Wolf just fell off and... Ugh. That is unfortunate. I believe he was shot off by a skeleton there.
Well,
According
like we already have one
to,
Team Bacon members trying to run the Obsidian Cylinder parkour course.
Did they make that far ahead already?
Actually, 2 of them are. One Bacon and one MineBlown.
We should investigate this. Because on this map, that part ends up taking the longest, so it makes sense to start it as early as
The
possible.
big difference here is that one of the MineBlown teammates actually has a bed right outside. And that would be Dave that is running it on the MineBlown team.
Interesting enough, Waltz the Plank seems to be doing it with a sword in an area that has no mob spawns.
I was actually doing this earlier, before people started showing up, and I did actually have a few zombies spawn on me.
Interesting. And this is the hardest part of the map. You wouldn't think so, but it is very hard to do. A lot of the sections are really short.
And then doing it under pressure would be hard, too.
Yes. I hope both teams have practiced this. It's really hard to do it in just one go. There is a secondary, I'm going to call it a sort of spawn point here. If you hit the switch, it will drop water, so when you fall, you won't have to go all the way through it, but that only gets you halfway there.
Minimal Cow was asking, can they not use blocks for it? And
they
no,
are not
they cannot.
allowed to use blocks in this section. That is a unique feature of this map.
Tom's just did a very good job of eliminating the diamond from Bacon's side so they have no shot now of getting
Creeper right by his bed. Oh no.
easy diamond armor.
Yeah, there is diamond at the very bottom of the cave section there, but
Yeah. MineBlown collected their easy diamond, whereas their difficult diamond got pretty much mostly destroyed, like I guess 75% destroyed by Bacon.
oh no, they actually
Whereas,
they collected. If you're looking down here, they collected that diamond down there
okay,
where the creeper is.
I had seen some of it getting blown up though.
Oh well,
Looks like over here, Dave and the cylinder just took a creeper to the face, more or less. Released some water. Looks like the barrier in between the two teams is still intact, but there's still a creeper waiting for him outside the water stream.
now the opposite is happening to Team Bacon. They are losing a good chunk of their diamond to this TNT cannon up here.
And their easy diamonds were completely destroyed.
Let's see if there's any floaters. Yeah, looks like they're gone.
They might have been picked up because Farty Party was hanging around in there, I think.
Ooh, we got some trash talk from Tom.
Farty Party seemed to have survived that exchange, so there is some possibility that he managed to pick up the diamonds. I'm going to try to sneak a peek here at what he was up to. Looks like he's preparing some iron. Probably going to make some tools, maybe a pick. Looks like he was carrying around a stone pick.
If one of the refs is watching, they might actually want to stop in on the third wool. That way they can maybe replace some glass that creates a barrier between the two teams, because there are some creepers in here causing some damage.
And Tristan and Firefox are still engaged in the most boring arrow battle of all time.
I think Dave lost his bed to that creeper, so I think he feels a little bit more encouraged about making his way at that parkour course. He has been making further progress, while it looks like the Team Bacon member, Waltz, has not. He's still struggling.
Tom from MineBlown is starting to run the first dungeon, which I believe is the red wool on this map. He's currently tunneling down across the bridge and will be emerging soon, I think.
One of my stream viewers said that, whenever the creeper blew up, a chest was blown up inside the obsidian cylinder, but that the team member placed it back down pretty much immediately. That I don't know if that's something they want to investigate or not, if that's against the rules or not, but I think it's probably okay. Another creeper right on him, though. The creeper's not giving up.
Alright, Tom's is encountering the first spawn blaze. He is on fire now. And he has a water bucket and was easily able to extinguish it. And he's making sure to light his way up. Or down.
Also had another live stream chatter tell me that the bed that was actually placed outside was actually against the rules too, but he didn't ever die and the bed was destroyed, so I think that'll probably be okay also. Might want to issue a reminder to teams inside the cylinders though, or the team members, that they cannot place blocks inside past that point, the checkpoint outside.
Tom's has the red wool and is emerging from the section. Let's see if he can make it out. There are a couple of blazes about to accost him, though he seems to have made it past the first set. He is on fire again. He does have that bucket. Let's see if he uses it. Nope, he's just going to pillar out. I think he may have used a splash potion of healing. And is now proceeding to eat apples.
Indeed, so that's going to put MineBlown in the lead as far as we are aware. As Bacon definitely does not have the first wool.
These blazes are still giving him trouble. They have placed their or they're thinking of placing their red wool. There we go. Red wool has been placed.
Nice. Both the team members from both Bacon and MineBlown are still struggling with the parkour course. They're kind of watching each other. They'll take breaks and watch the other one as they fail, as they make these. They don't make the jumps.
Yeah, it looks like Tom is their man of action on MineBlown. He's gotten one of the wools. He did a lot of the initial diamond collecting. Now he's ascending the sniper tower above the enchanting station. He might be going for some of these supplies. There are golden apples in here. I think some torches. And I believe he has the enchanted diamond sword from the bottom of the resource cave section, which I think has knockback on it.
This section with the spawning sheep is probably my favorite of this map.
It's definitely pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's different than most.
Firefox and France are in the midst of heading into this area.
I am curious about that because when I'm looking at this, there's no apparent bedrock barrier through the netherrack. Could they not just dig underneath it?
Oh, which section?
I presume that there's an implied passage, but no advantage to going straight down because you still have to go all the way down.
But yeah, Tom's is going for the really long section to get to the... I believe that's the blue wall on that one. He's making sure to collect a lot of blocks. And he's setting sheep on fire. And he's making sure to light it up. Which is, again, very important for a lot of teams. And he's using those blocks to build a safe bridge. I'm going to head out.
One of the map creators, King601, aka Captoy, says that the design of the sheep entrance to the second wool here is meant to be as annoying as possible.
So they'll get pushed off by the animals?
Yeah, hypothetically.
If one of the refs can actually pop out to the cylinder in the back to replace some broken glass that creates a barrier between the two teams, that'd be good. We now have it wide open between them. Thank you, refs. I see you doing it.
I also just want to share that I think I just witnessed a sheep getting flushed down a drain, or as close as I'll ever see to such a thing. He did a
Tom's
1080 on top of a one-block hole. Sorry, go ahead.
Tom's is having some trouble with creepers here, though it looks like he will be successful in cleaning them up. Again, that enchanted sword from the bottom of the resource cave is very useful here, because it's just one hit and then they burn to death. Though he still has another one on him. Oh. Might want to munch on one of those golden apples he has.
It looks like both teams are still struggling with this cylinder. I have not seen any significant progress made, not even part of the way to the checkpoint.
Yeah, on all the matches I've seen on this map, that was the last part done.
Firefox and Frant are still making fairly decent progress on the second wool.
And he killed himself falling. Ouch. Big Bad Wolf wearing the Scooby-Doo skin.
Oh! Tom's died in the netherrack maze, and I think he was one turn away from the easy part of it.
Looks like Team Bacon has made some good progress through the netherrack caverns.
Indeed, they are probably most of the way through the netherrack portion of it, and will soon be coming down to the sort of mushroom walk.
Yeah, if I remember right, I don't think there are spawners under the mushroom walk section, so it's pretty tame unless there were just darkness spawns. And there are supplies hiding under the mushroom caps. Including I think one has 4 stacks of torches.
I presume it's a bit of a calm before the storm.
In the initial version, I looked at, the wool room was right there, but the inside the bedrock box is now a potential for a lot of mobs.
So just doing a wool check, looks like both teams have gotten the red wool. Any other progress on the other ones that is significant?
Tom's is making a run back to his supplies, and I think Ko is still tracking Franz and or Frant and what was the other one?
Firefox.
Firefox.
Indeed I am, and they have just now hit the mushroom walk.
Looks like Dave actually managed to pick up Tom's supplies, and I think they're both going to progress together. Actually, no, they're almost to his supplies. And I think he's going to make it back before they respawn. Or despawn.
I know Walt has got to be getting frustrated. He's the Bacon team member trying to run the parkour course, and he's just not making any headway on it.
Alright, they have completed the mushroom walk and have just barreled into the wool room section, seemingly unafraid of what the possibilities might be. They both are wearing diamond armor, so they're pretty well equipped to bust in here and fight any mobs that might be spawning.
Ooh, Tom's died again. Just at the beginning of the mushroom walk. Might be wise to pick up, because he's carrying both diamond, golden apples, and the enchanted diamond sword. It'd be wise for Dave, who's right next to it, to pick it up, or at least put it in a chest.
Nicely played by Firefox. Let the creeper do the work for you. Always a good idea.
Looks like Dave is going to wait for Tom to return.
Alright, looks like Firefox and Frant a little bit lost here in this obsidian labyrinth.
It's almost frustrating. I can feel the frustration watching these guys do this parkour course. Someone said that there are ender pearls for the taking somewhere. I'm not sure where those are at, though. So that would help them out significantly at this point. Both of them could be back helping their team suppress the other team if they were able to get the hold of this wool and get out of here.
Dave's having some trouble on his mushroom walk. Both spiders and creepers are chasing him.
It appears that Firefox and Frant are having a pretty decent time. They're doing quite well, dispatching mobs as they come, and they are about to get into the wool room. They just have to dispatch a few more skeletons here.
See, I'm actually curious where MineBlown's diamond supplies went, because they were the first to collect their diamond blocks, but I haven't seen them wear much diamond armor. They've been tackling most of this with iron. And that could end up being one of their mistakes. And even though they lit things up pretty well, they are still getting a lot of mobs chasing them. And they're sort of frantically running back to the mushroom walk section. I think I might take a peek at the parkour course.
Yeah, go ahead. I had to get out of there. I couldn't stand watching it any longer. It's just so frustrating watching those guys. Because you're like, come on, you can do it, and then they fall.
Yeah, none of them made it to the first section.
Firefox and Frant are on their way out, which means that Bacon now have their second wool. Is that right? They collected the first one?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's all going to come down to the parkour course.
Indeed it will. Well, did MineBlown manage to collect their second wool?
No. But I mean, for them, it's going to come down to getting it done.
Roger that.
They should actually try to kill the Enderman, Firefox and whatnot. That way they actually have one to help out with that third wool.
Well,
Yes.
now they're going to get their chance because they are under attack. Or Frant is being chased by an Enderman. Which looks hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks like finger walking.
Yeah,
Wow, I've
They're
never
going to want to
seen them
be
like that.
more careful.
Big Bag Wolf is making some progress.
Oh, Frant was slain.
Team communication is going to be important here for Firefox to stop and help.
A lot of good stuff in there. I'm stealing the EXP because, I need that. I see potions, golden armor, diamond tools and armor, and wool is in there. So, it's up to Firefox at this point. Looks like Firefox is going to pillar up and try to get into that mushroom. Steal some goodies, perhaps?
I'll go see what they are in there.
Yes, indeed.
Big Bad Wolf left the obsidian cylinder to head back. I don't know if he was going to get some supplies or potentially try to track down some ender pearls.
If that mushroom is just like the one on the other side, it should be full of sticks, so she didn't really get anything from that.
Gotcha.
Some of the mushrooms have sticks, some of them have actually goodies in them.
Now, interestingly, she didn't collect Frant's items to bring them back. She may not have room, but it seems like it would be a good idea to bring at least the best stuff back up to the surface. And I'm guessing that this means Firefox also took some blue wool to bring back. Otherwise, that would be a big mistake to leave that there.
You can
Yeah.
just see the frustration on Waltz the Plank.
And Waltz has been there the whole time.
Yeah, he's jumping for it, and you can see he's never seen like double jumps and then ends up in the water.
Watching Tetons as he enters the obsidian kind of maze. Immediately takes a creeper to the face and a zombie.
Alright, looks like Firefox is going to get back to making their way out of here.
He has brought some netherrack with him, though. I think he'll be able to kind of ride the walls up above all the monsters.
Now, one reason why this is a lot harder than it would be in single player is occasionally you get the multiplayer, maybe like a pulse sprint where it's like you're sprinting but you're not, and you need like 2.5 blocks to determine whether or not you're actually doing that, and if you are doing it, you will miss your jump and you won't know it. So it's not something that is entirely, enough practice. They still wouldn't be able to do this in one go, or likely be able to do it in one go. It's still going to require a lot of trial and error.
Oh, Teton's about to run into some spiders over here.
Someone in my stream chat is asking what are the teams. This is MineBlown versus Bacon. I'm currently viewing Team Bacon.
I'm watching MineBlown's Tetons.
And I'm following Firefox of Team Bacon, who's making their way out with some blue wool from the second dungeon.
Now, Tetons is making good headway through the obsidian maze, but he's also picking up a mess of monsters. I mean, we're talking probably 20, probably up to about 30. They are not happy. And with the new improved AI, most of them are able to track him no problem.
Alright, Firefox is at the sheep part. Does not look like they are terribly annoyed. Just slashing them down and trucking on out of there.
Alright, Tetons is to the fleecy box, but he's going to have to deal with these spiders if they're able to get up above, but I don't think they are. So I think he'll be able to get back out the same way he came in, but even if he runs this, he's still going to have monsters waiting for him at the entrance.
Alright, looks like Frant is going to be meeting Firefox at the top of the exit here from the second dungeon. Ouch. That is unpleasant.
Alright, I've watched enough of this. I'm gonna see if I can't find something else.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
This person is a paragon of patience.
I bet if we could hear their mumble chat right now, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be that way.
Oh yeah, I'm saving up all my parkour watching for the end of the game because I'm guessing, as we determined earlier, that that's what they're going to be doing for a while yet.
Has MineBlown made it into the obsidian box for the second
look
wall?
up. You just ran past them.
They did collect a lot of blocks. So, yes. I'm actually just going to look at the wool room and see how they're doing.
T-Tom's is trying to run it through the mushroom undergrowth. I kind of wish we had mushroom caverns like this in actual Minecraft.
Yeah, those are pretty creative.
So they actually do have the wool. He's just on his way out.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
So we are now even as far as wool count goes.
Well,
As
I'm
long
not
as he makes
really
it out
sure
alive.
what Firefox and Frant were up to exactly. I guess they wanted to transport the wool around the backside for safety reasons. Maybe. And they don't really have it until they take it and put it somewhere safe, which I've not witnessed yet.
I think T-Tom's is going to make it out all right. There's not too much in the way. He is fighting a skeleton, but he's just running past him right now. Making his way past the sheep area. Setting the sheep ablaze with his mighty enchanted sword. Now would be the opportune time for Bacon to try to take him out, because he's trying to pillar up with sand, and that wool could go right over the edge.
I see both Frant and Firefox meeting up. I don't know if they're going to exchange something other than awkward looks.
And there's the blue wool exchange. The handoff has happened. I presume probably not all of it. They're
I
both
believe
running
Frant
back.
is putting some in this chest.
And blue wool is the second wool? I didn't check the
Yes.
fleecy box.
It is, yes.
Green is the
T-Tom's
one
is
in
already
the
up
obsidian
top
box.
with it, actually. So I think T-Tom's is actually ahead of them.
So that means that the teams are,
Neck
for
and
the
neck.
most part, tied. Yep, neck and neck. Got some arrow fire going on there.
Now, I believe T-Toms will place his on the monument because they already placed the red one on the monument as well. Giving us a clear signal that they have it not only secured, but in the right spot. And Farty Party seems to be building a cannon, utilizing the water from the lake here. And Frant just fell in it with the wall. Oh.
And died.
That was pretty tragic.
Now
he's
he's
getting shot
taking
up by
arrow
Tom.
fire. So, is the red wool not the last wool?
The red wool was the first wool.
Okay,
Because it was
they
in the lava
reversed-
section.
Gotcha. Okay. So I presume the final wool is green.
Yes.
And now I'm going to take a turn in the parkour hell cylinder from hell. hell.
We should just call it the box. Something that sounds like it's in a prison.
Hell Cylinder 4, the Hellening.
I'm not seeing a lot of activity here on MineBlown's side. Did they manage to get in?
MineBlown
No.
abandoned the
It is
thing without
purple
making
wool,
it
by
up.
the way.
It's purple.
It is purple. At least on MineBlown's side, it's purple. Bacon is still trying for it. Waltz the plank is...
I don't know if they're trying to secure ender pearls to make it a lot easier, or if they are, I think it was Big Red Wolf who was running, who just got maybe too frustrated, needed to take a break.
I would not blame him. I'm fairly sure Waltz is raging, probably against his computer at home right now.
I don't know,
He's
he's
been at
been
this
pretty
since
cool so
match
far.
start.
Let me get my timer up, actually.
I do
I think
believe
we're
that... Oh, go ahead.
We're about 40 minutes in, so he's been doing this for about 40 minutes.
And he has not made it even to the checkpoint. The other team has been switching out their players. I think they've been kind of like, once they get frustrated, they switch out, because once you're frustrated, you're not going to be as good as this. I mean, you're just going to be too worked up in order to do this.
Yeah, I mean, because being at this for 40 minutes and not even making it to the checkpoint has to be extremely infuriating.
I mean, watch him right now. I mean, you can tell he's really frustrated because he's not even making it to the second jump half the time.
I'm gonna go see if any of MineBlown is either obviously farming ender pearls or heading back. We've got Big Bad Wolf coming back. Hopefully he knows that there are skeletons in there.
Ooh. Yeah, you can't come here too comfortable. Those skeletons are just gonna... Oh, they're fighting. Never mind.
Lucky day for him.
And it doesn't look like he's trying to ender pearl his way up, so...
Well, he may be wanting to clear out the skeleton first.
It sounds like
Plank
Waltz...
says he hates the run bug. 2 periods. That means it's really serious.
If we see 3, watch out.
Okay, Big Bad Wolf is running it without an ender pearl.
Wolf.
It's W-O...
L-F.
Actually, it's
I like that.
W01F. That's a 1, I think. That's an I.
That's an I.
Oh, it's an I, huh.
Big Bad Wolf. We got the Big Bad Wolf over there. It's an awful attempt at an accent.
Oh, that's the worst right there. When you you go to do it and you don't actually jump, you just end up walking up the edge because you're trying to time it really late on the edge of the platform.
I'm kind of curious where his teammates are. I'm surprised no one else has come over here to try to relieve him yet. Because he's just not going to make it, I don't think. It could be either computer lag or something, or he's got the run bug pretty bad today, or he's just really frustrated, but there's some reason he's just not able to do it.
This is an extremely hard course because of the how short it is in some segments.
Yeah, I actually think that he's not doing that badly in terms of he's consistently hitting a couple, like right here at the beginning, this jump from here to here is a sprint jump, and it requires you to make the jump at exactly the right time where you're right on the edge of this without falling off, but not too early or you won't make it on top of this. He makes that jump pretty much consistently.
It's this one right here.
Until I'm watching.
That's the rough one. I've seen him make it like 2 or 3 times the times I've been over here watching.
Well, that's basically the same jump.
And it's just before the checkpoint, too.
Yeah. And well, then you have that same jump again, and then sort of again here, except for it's turned sideways, which makes it even a little bit worse, because then you have to hit the brakes, too, as soon as you get up there. Oh, man.
Now we got 2 of the MineBlown team members over there running at the same time.
Yeah.
That could be a little bit hazardous.
They might want to stagger themselves a little bit.
Waltz is doing fairly well. Oh, got to the platform and then just walked off of it that time. That has to suck.
You know, as you try this so many times, you sort of get nervous. And like once you get there, your body just keeps going, and you fall off.
I'm going to try to take a look around, see if maybe they're trying to hunt down some more Endermen. That would be the ideal thing to do right now if you have teammates out and about that aren't trying to run that. Or I'm not really sure what they're doing. So I'm just going to try to find out. Got T-Tums harvesting some watermelon, probably just for food. Well, I guess it's really the only thing you can use it for.
Looks like we have some PvP action back here somewhere.
Ouch. Yeah, that jump seems to really be thwarting Waltz the Plank for now. And for forever.
Does look like the MineBlown tried to set up a bridge TNT cannon, but so far the arrow fire has kept them, from setting it off.
There's Tom trying to get whatever he can out of the other team again.
Yeah, I feel like the guys who have been running the cylinder the most might actually get a little bit of like camaraderie going there, you know? And they're both struggling with the same thing. There's no PvP there, it's just struggle.
I don't know. Actually, that was Tom's, who hasn't spent any time in here, and
Oh, yeah.
the only other stuff we've seen him say was trash talk.
Well, I met the guys in there, you know, might be non-verbal.
Yeah. Could be.
We've got Farty Party and Firefox over here at the very beginning of the map by the pond, just kind of defending that area from the other team. When they respawn, they try to take them out before they even get to the bridge.
All right, we now have 3 members of MineBlown attempting the parkour course. And still just Waltz the Plank, his job for the last 45 minutes.
And where the blame will fall.
Oh,
Oh no.
don't do that.
Brent has shown up. Brent has shown up to help. It's okay. And I presume that the rest of
It could be
Bacon
honey
is
ender
not going to have
pearls.
anything better to do either. It could be, yeah. The amount of time it takes to find yourself some ender pearls is probably about equivalent to the amount of time it takes to sort out this parkour course, so...
Firefox and Farty Party are both over here at the very beginning. They both actually were taken out by... who was this over here? It was Tristan. He was able to take out 2 people wearing diamond breastplates with arrows. That's pretty good.
That's kind of amazing.
There are a couple Endermen around. Hopefully they can hunt them down and get their delicious goodies.
It does not look like that's what they're up to, though.
Yeah, I do see Firefox pinned down by Tristan. That's Tristan.
Mhm.
Tristan.
I think they really want to hit that bridge.
Yeah, someone was asking why they haven't replaced the bridge, the TNT in their bridge, with something more usable, but really, when that explodes, it's not going to do that much damage, probably. I mean, it would do some damage, obviously, but it might also be kind of a lure for them, for Tristan just hanging out over here. I don't know.
Okay, wait, let me check something.
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not sure this cannon's going to have enough power.
That's a good point.
The way they built it, if they did put a charge of 3 there, it might actually explode on itself.
Alright, each team now has 2 team members working on this parkour course.
Tristan has him back up by the pool in the form of a skeleton on the bacon side of things. Okay, I was wondering who he was shooting at first. I didn't realize he was shooting at Firefox. I thought he was shooting at the sheep. I was like, well, that's a waste of arrows.
They may have been able to claim the multiple stacks of arrows from the sniper tower, so they may have plenty.
There is a 2-hour time limit, so still got an hour 10 for them to figure out this parkour course.
Oh.
Looks like Dave was trying to fight some Endermen.
He just punched him once and got pushed off the edge. It's an Enderman holding a grass block. He's looking right at me. So guilty. But yeah, a lucky drop, and this could easily be over.
Actually, right outside the cylinder, there's an Enderman right on there on the the MineBlown side.
So Tristan went for it, but actually the Enderman might survive. Or not survive, but drop a pearl on this obsidian here. That Enderman did not drop a pearl. I do hear explosions, though.
If I was Waltz right now, I probably would have just jumped off into the void and killed myself just for good measure at this point. Because I would just be so frustrated, I don't even know what I'd do with myself. He's been going for 50 minutes now.
The bacon cannon has exploded. I see some diamond equipment. This is really not the best place for a cannon. It's not going to do all that much good. I'm thinking I'm going to take a peek at the parkour course.
And right now I'm watching Waltz and Frant over here, finally having some backup. Frant showing up on the bacon side of things, taking out a monster that was just about to take out Waltz. Or fight him, I guess.
You know, in Waltz's... I mean, Waltz really should just stop, stand up, get some water, take a 5-minute break, and come at it with a fresh set of fingers.
Really wish I could hear it right now.
Because, you know, once you get stressed over one thing, it just amplifies and feedback loops upon itself until you can't get it done without taking a break.
It's like Frant might have already left.
Wait. Did you see that?
Oh, the TNT. Yeah, he's got to get rid of that.
Hopefully a ref can hear this and remove that.
Ref at the cylinder, please. There's been no bonus of it yet, but there might be if a monster comes over this way for too long. I'm sure they're racing over here right now.
I think Thomas may have just punched Big Bad Wolf. I'm actually trapped in here until that situation gets resolved.
I'm just checking in the chat to make sure they're listening in. Since we can't see them, we don't know where they are. Hey, Author.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
TP to me, and there's some TNT placed in a place it should not be.
Okay, I agree. It should not be.
I don't have punch power.
There we go.
You don't have punch power?
I can't
That one
disrupt
vanished.
blocks in my mode.
Oh, strange.
No, it's good. I shouldn't be able to accidentally punch something important.
Just don't go swinging your arms around at anything.
I'll get out of your hair now.
Thank you, Author.
Thank you. I kind of wish this map had like a giant column in the middle that had a single vine at the top, and over time it grows down. So if you can do the parkour course, you get it quickly, or you can just wait it out.
It's actually not a terrible idea. That's cool. And it looks like
Unfortunately,
Frant and Farty Party and Firefox, are all three of them, are at the beginning of the map again. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but they should probably be trying to help out with that third wool.
Yeah, I don't think vines grow at consistent rate, so that may not work. But maybe something that opens after a really long period of time would be good. And yeah, my stream chat is saying that it's really hard to watch them do this.
Yes, indeed. This is quite painful. Especially when they get really close to the checkpoint and then fall.
It's nerves,
As Tom's
really.
just said.
And Waltz is still just going at it. It's been almost an hour.
Apparently, the three other members of Team Bacon do not feel like they can really do much, at least from what I can tell. It looks like Frant might be heading back with some sand. It might be in the best interest, though, to announce again, if refs are listening, that, no building in the cylinder. Make sure you read the signs. Because see him heading up the sand.
I would really like to see one of these teams spend, dedicate 3 members to scanning the map, trying to find Endermen and killing them.
Yeah.
If it's any consolation, one of the map makers says that he feels really bad for these guys. So the map maker is feeling some pain over his creation.
We did see somewhat of a lava curtain built on this side, like we talked about earlier. Or that may have been a TNT hit.
Yeah, I think it's
with this weak cannon.
The weak cannon.
Did it fire short?
I didn't see it. It was like that earlier when we were over here.
Okay, because it looks like it's been damaged too, because some of the blocks have been replaced with bookshelves.
Yeah. Knowledge is power. Maybe they were hoping that would help out. That was awful.
Apparently, I presume the parkour section was Slime the King's creation. Just so you know who to blame. Just kidding, Slime.
Of the advantages I see, at least at cylinder, at least the bacon side is lit up more than the other side.
Well, if they're hunting for Endermen, that may not be the best thing.
That's true.
I don't know if there are any Enderman spawners, because that would make harvesting a Ender Pearl relatively easy.
Someone mentioned that, there is a place to get Ender Pearls, possibly. I'm not sure. But I don't know.
Someone in my stream chat is thinking that those vines in the back are climbable, but they are not, because they are not actually on the wall. They're floating in the air, which makes them not climbable.
In the original release version, there were vines on the back wall, but they made a modification that took them out. Or that made them so they were all hanging one space forward.
Kind of taking a look at the map and just trying to see if I can find any chests that might have something useful in them. It looks like Bacon is pretty much holed up, though. Last I checked at the beginning of the map. I don't know if you're still there or not.
I'm still at the beginning of the map. Bacon is getting shot at by Tristan. They're firing off their cannon, but it's not doing much good because they're not hitting anything important. And now the part they're hitting is now covered with water, so it's not even going to do any damage. So this cannon is really in the wrong spot.
If it had a little bit more power, maybe it could make a gap of some sort there, right past the pond.
Well, they're not using a block at all for the ignition plate, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
Where it falls. If they put down a half slab, it would fire with a higher arc, or a ladder would fire with an even higher arc. But even then, that still wouldn't do all that much good. They really need to be assisting their team getting closer. This feels more like it's just drawing time. It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
They're entertaining the stream just for us.
One of my stream members who mentioned, the thing about Ender Pearls a while back, actually says there aren't any Ender Pearl chests, but he would be happy for us to prove him wrong. I think it's painful for everyone to watch that many attempts on something, because it just makes you as frustrated as the person that's actually doing it.
And just for clarity, one more time, let me show you again that these vines are not touching a hard surface. They don't have a hard surface behind them, so you cannot climb them. They're not climbable, they're not usable, except for right here at the top, which is completely useless because you can't get there. Things are staying pretty much the same here in the parkour course. Neither team is having much luck. They have been getting pretty far on occasion, but always seem to fall before making it to the checkpoint.
Tristan was shot off their platform and died, and I think a good chunk of their supplies may have gone in the lava.
That's not good at all. We'll say this, Bacon did make a good call by putting the bed right outside the build restricted zone. Right there. Finally, it looks like Frant is over here helping out Waltz.
Yeah, there really are not that many Endermen that have spawned.
Looks like a lot of the players are getting pretty frustrated at this point.
They're
Not surprisingly.
We can't let this happen. They'll become friendly.
A reminder to all participants in the Reddit tournament, please practice on multiplayer servers, even if you have to run a local one. This parkour course is not that difficult in single player. In multiplayer, it is significantly harder.
They're commiserating with the enemy. We don't need our teams getting friendly with each other. Next thing you know, they'll actually want to just build things and not kill each other.
Peace talks and whatnot.
Seriously, we can't have that.
Oh, it's always...
It's that one. I hate that. Yeah.
Alright, Toms, can you do it this time? This is where you always fall, and you fell again.
I really think that once they get there, they should just get up, walk away, come back, and then try the jump.
Yeah.
Branch is trying to get the power of his mustache here to give him, maybe he could, like, flap it really quickly. Spin it like a helicopter.
King is saying that, he's apologizing. He says he figured that the teams would go for Ender Pearls rather than actually trying to defeat the parkour.
It could be that either team is really thinks it's a viable option to go hunt Enderman. I don't know. At this point, one pearl would make the difference. You can toss it just right. I've seen someone do it. And just go right to the wool box. One Ender Pearl is all you need.
Well, we've seen this before. It's, what happens is I think that you get into a situation where you're afraid to change course. You're afraid to backtrack and try a different plan because you don't want to lose ground to the other team. This happens almost every game that you see. Like, for example, in the previous match between Cockblockers and Cobalt Crafters, the Cobalt Crafters got to a point where they probably should have decided to pull back and make some iron armor and so forth so that they could have a fighting chance. But they did not do that because they were still betting everything on just rushing into the volcano part at the end of Modern Warfare. That ended up killing them because the other team was virtually invincible by comparison. They were fully decked out in iron armor.
I think you have it backwards. It was the Cobalt Crafters.
Yeah.
Who were unarmored for most of the game.
That's what I said. I thought I said the Cobalt Crafters.
JCL.
Well,
whatever.
whatever.
can see
I meant
all
the
of a
Cobalt
sudden.
Crafters.
Yeah, just yes.
And I think the same thing is probably going on here, where another team really wants to pull back and do the necessary work. Because they're afraid that the other team will somehow get an advantage or complete the parkour course while they're away, because there's 3 of them working on it and only 1 from the other team working on it, or
2 right now.
anything like that. Yeah.
Even Tristan is tired of the little PvP battles they're having at the beginning of the map. How much would they hate him if Tristan were to come up here and just one-shot it? The parkour course.
Apparently, Runbug is overpowered, making Runbug the master race.
All hail Runbug.
I, for one, welcome our Runbug overlords.
I'm glad someone went there.
Yeah, then we don't have to. King, this is ruthless.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best chance for these teams is to have maybe not even anyone run it. Just get those ender pearls, because it's been an hour and 10 minutes.
I'm not
And
sure.
the rest
Tom
of
just
the-
said he was watching the live stream. That is, I think, explicitly against the rules.
Yeah, that would be stream watching. That is a major violation.
Major violation. Yeah, yeah. That might be it right there, depending on what the refs say.
Let's.
There's a lot of stuff they'll forgive, but that might
Actually,
not
wait, how
happen.
many teams here?
Wait.
Is this? I'm trying to figure out which teams people are on here.
You're watching the stream. Dave says, yeah. And then, is that cheating? Yes. And then Dave says, I wasn't. So was he or wasn't he? Whatever the case, this is something that's in the rules, and even if it wasn't, it's
It was
blatantly
just
obvious.
one player is all it takes to set off that rule. And Big Bad was also another one to say that from the MineBlown team.
I thought they were joking around earlier because it would be absurd. I mean, there's a term for it even. It's called stream watching.
Yeah.
For anybody who's ever watched any competitive gaming such as StarCraft 2 or Counter-Strike or anything like that, you don't stream watch.
So I think we're just waiting for a ruling from the refs at this point. Yeah. I don't want to make any estimates of what their ruling will be, though. I have an idea, though.
It depends on how they value their next 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Stream watching, stream cheating, it's both terms are used.
Okay, so we took a small little vote here and would definitely favor a little bit of a suggestion from you guys. We're getting to the point where some of the rule violations, we're not going to be able to enforce anything if we don't put our feet down right now. We're in favor actually disqualifying a team.
What are you looking for from us, specifically?
Input/feedback.
Well, I agree that you have to enforce the rules that
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
where we-
then if we have a serious incidents later, then the discussion will be, oh, well, you let this team do it, but not this team. So you kind of have to
Yeah, I
be
agree.
strict on it. Plus,
Okay.
the way this is going right now, we're going to spend the next 45 minutes here, and then we're going to have a tie as number of objectives.
Okay, I'm just going to call it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Arthur. Well, there it is. I'm just waiting for the official word to drop in the chat, I imagine. It's sad to
Let's
see
get
it
a
come
shot
there,
of the
but
victory
the
monument.
rules are rules. There's some, there are times where you can kind of say, all right, both teams are okay. It was just simple, honest stuff. But that's one thing that, you can't really waver on.
Yeah, because something that, like accidentally placing a block in the void during lag or getting shut off by a skeleton, that's something that's in the heat of the moment, but choosing to go to the stream and open it up and watch it is very different.
And not just one team member. It looks like at least two, probably.
That was MineBlown, who Tom's is on.
Yes.
Yes.
And Big Bad also, he said he was watching.
And screenshotted.